Most beginner gardeners kill their first plant in the first 2 weeks. Not because they're bad at it, not because they got unlucky, but because nobody told them 3 basic things. I've been growing food in my backyard for years, and I still remember standing over a completely wilted tomato plant with absolutely no idea what went wrong. Today, I'm going to save you that frustration. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to plant right now, how to keep it alive, and what to do this weekend to get your garden started, even if you have never grown a single thing before. Welcome back to Green Answers. If you're new here, this is the channel where we cut through the complicated stuff and just tell you what actually works in a real home garden. It's May right now, which means we're sitting right in the sweet spot for spring planting. The soil is warm, the days are long, and you have everything you need to grow something real, even if your garden is 3 pots on a balcony. Here's exactly what we're going through today. First, the 6 easiest crops to start with right now, the ones that basically grow themselves. Second, the 3 fundamentals that make or break every beginner garden. And third, a simple 5-step checklist you can actually follow this weekend. Let's get into it. Beat 1, what to plant right now. Let's start with the best news. You do not need to be an expert to grow great food. You just need to start with the right plants. Here are 6 that I recommend to every single beginner. They're forgiving, fast-growing, and actually useful in your kitchen. Tomatoes. Tomatoes are the classic starter crop, and for good reason. In May, skip the seeds. Buy seedlings from your local nursery. They're already weeks ahead. Plant them deep, right up to the bottom set of leaves. This builds a stronger root system. Give them a spot with at least 6 hours of direct sun per day. For containers, go with cherry tomatoes. 4 open beds. Roma is incredibly productive and easy to manage. Zucchini. If you want something that basically grows itself, plant zucchini. You can go from seed to harvest in about 50 days. Push a seed an inch into the soil, water it, and step back. Give each plant about 3 feet of space. They spread out more than you'd expect. Fair warning, you will end up with more zucchini than you know what to do with. This is a good problem to have. Cucumbers. Cucumbers love the warmth, so May is perfect timing. The trick with cucumbers is to grow them vertically, up a trellis, a fence, or even a tomato cage. It saves space and keeps the fruit clean and straight. You'll be picking cucumbers in about 60 days. Great for salads, snacking, and making quick pickles at home. Green beans. Green beans might be the single most beginner-friendly vegetable there is. Poke seeds about an inch deep, water consistently, and they handle the rest. Go with bush beans. They grow as a compact plant, no staking required. You'll have beans in 50 to 60 days. Easy, fast, and deeply satisfying. Salad greens. Here's a tip most beginners don't know. Lettuce and salad greens actually prefer slightly cooler weather. That means planting now, in May before the heat of summer sets in, is actually ideal. Scatter seeds across a container or a small bed, keep them watered, and you'll be harvesting in as little as 30 days. It's one of the fastest wins you can get in a garden. Fresh herbs. Basil, parsley, chives. Spring is the perfect time for all of them. Herbs are fantastic for beginners because they work in a single small pot. They're useful every day in the kitchen, and most of them are genuinely hard to kill. One word of warning. Keep mint in its own container. Mint spreads aggressively underground and will take over an entire bed if you let it share space with other plants. So that's your starter list. You don't need to grow all 6. Pick 2 or 3 that excite you. Give them the best chance and build from there. Beat 2, the 3 fundamentals. Now, even the easiest plants need a few basics to thrive. There are 3 things that determine whether your garden succeeds or struggles, and I want to walk through each one. Number 1, sunlight. Most vegetables need 6 to 8 hours of direct sunlight per day, not filtered light through a tree, not reflected off a wall. Direct sun. Before you plant anything, spend a day actually watching where the sun hits your space. That sunniest spot, that's where your garden goes. If you don't have a super sunny area, herbs and salad greens can get by with as little as 4 hours. But tomatoes, cucumbers, and zucchini really do need that full sun. Number 2, watering. Overwatering is the number 1 mistake beginners make. More plants die from too much water than too little. Here's a simple rule that works every time. Stick your finger an inch into the soil. Dry? Water it. Still damp? Wait. Most gardens need about an inch of water per week total. In a heat wave, you might need to water every day. After a rainstorm, you might skip 2 or 3 days. Water at the base of the plant, not the leaves. Wet leaves invite disease. And water in the morning if you can. It gives the soil time to absorb it before the heat of the afternoon. Number 3, soil. This is the step beginners most often skip, and it makes a bigger difference than almost anything else. You cannot just dig up your backyard and expect great results. Most native soil is too compacted, too sandy, or too lacking in nutrients. If you're using raised beds or containers, and I highly recommend starting there, fill them with a quality potting mix or raised bed mix. Look for one that contains compost. If you're planting directly in the ground, mix several inches of compost in before you plant. You don't need to spend a lot. A basic bag of vegetable garden soil from your local hardware store will do the job perfectly. Just don't skip this step. Beat 3, your weekend checklist. All right, let's bring this all together. Here is your 5-step action plan for this weekend. Find your sunniest spot. Spend 10 minutes watching where the light actually falls in your space. Pick 2 or 3 plants from the list: tomatoes, zucchini, cucumbers, green beans, salad greens, or herbs. Start small. Get your soil ready. Raised bed mix or compost them into ground. This is non-negotiable. Head to your local nursery. They have everything you need right now, in season, ready to go. Plant it, water it, and check on it every day. That's the whole job. You do not need a big yard. You do not need fancy tools. You do not need experience. A few pots, a sunny window, or patio, and these 5 steps are genuinely all you need to start. So, to recap, you now know the 6 easiest crops to start with this spring, the 3 things that will make or break your garden, and a 5-step plan you can follow this weekend. If this video helped you, a thumbs up goes a long way. It genuinely helps other beginners find this channel. Hit subscribe if you want to see how these plants look in 6 weeks, because I'm going to do a follow-up showing you exactly what worked and what needed adjusting. Next week on Green Answers, we're covering how to deal with common garden pests without harsh chemicals, because something is going to try to eat your plants, and I'll show you how to handle it naturally. Until then, get outside this weekend. Your future self, eating homegrown tomatoes in August, is going to thank you for starting today. See you next time.